Callum, it's been a while since you had to experience these Champions League playoff qualifiers. How are you all feeling?
Yeah, looking forward to it, obviously. I think, like you said, last couple of years we've been straight in, and maybe that takes a little bit of the anxiety out the tie and what's at stake. But I feel the team are ready. We've started the season well, building nicely. Really good game for us. Obviously, first one being at home as well. Can we maximise that as much as we can? But I just think the most important thing, obviously, is over the two legs that we do enough to get through.
I think the last time it was a playoff round in the Champions League, it was Kazakhstan as well. What do you remember in terms of how important it is to sort of make home advantage count?
Yeah, I was just saying that outside actually, that I think everyone's reference point will be the last time we played Kazakhstan opposition, and you know you sort of get this feeling where you have to win 4 or 5-0 to give yourself a chance. Hopefully we played really well that night, but when we went away we didn't play so well, and I think the biggest message for us is, can we control the tie over the two legs so it doesn't become chaos? You know, if we do have a good night and we have a good night in front of goal, then when we go away, can we be more solid? Can we not give up chances? And I think at this level, the less amount of chances you give up, the more chance you've got of winning the game. So, you know, we don't necessarily need a big scoreline tomorrow night. Of course we want that, we want to be on the front foot, but over the two legs, can we be more controlled and bring our style to the game, which hopefully if we do, then that'll be the outcome.
When you look at what you achieved in last season's Champions League, how much incentive does that give you to get back to that level and try and go again?
Yeah, absolutely. The club is determined to be in the Champions League. That's where the players want to be, that's where the club want to be. So now we have to earn the right. Obviously the last couple of years we've been straight in, but now we have to earn the right the same way that everyone else has went through the qualification process. They're all good teams when you get to this level, and you have to treat everyone with respect. So we know it'll be a difficult game. We have to be super organised, understand the game, understand the moments of the game, and then, you know, ultimately, can we have enough quality to progress?
Callum, you mentioned the readiness that you feel is in the squad at the moment. A lot of talk by supporters about the lack of signings in preparation for this match. How ready do you feel the squad are, and what is your message to those fans who are wanting signings in the door?
Yeah, listen, everyone is impatient in football. Everybody wants the next new shiny thing, and that's just where we are. That's the way the world is. And obviously we have to keep progressing. We have to keep bringing in quality. And that's the one thing I will say is we have to add quality. We don't just want to add numbers for the sake of it because we're getting close to the window and you think we need bodies, we need quality players. And the guys that are here, the guys that have done really good work in the last 12 months, we have to trust them as well. We have to trust the team. You know, the team are in good momentum, got some good results last year in the Champions League. We've started well. So we have to trust the team that's there to go and do the job as well. And of course, like everyone, we want quality players to come in and add to that and help.
Do you feel there is more than enough quality in the squad at the moment to see you through to the league phase?
Yeah, well, obviously the answer to that question will be over the next couple of weeks. But the thing for us as players, we can only concentrate on the game, concentrate on each other, be together, carry out what the management team are asking us to do. And we have full belief that if we play the right way and we show concentration and respect and all these things, then we will have enough quality to get through the game. And then obviously it's up to the club to keep supplementing the guys that are already here.
In terms of the guys who are already here, when you see them playing in, you know, the Alliance last year or whatnot, how much have you seen in general the squad evolve for the experiences and the learnings of last year?
Yeah, a lot, and hopefully we can take that into the game tomorrow as well, because we speak about it all the time. The only way to get experience is to actually experience the games. And then when you get through them in a positive way, gives you belief, the team grow in confidence, the players understand the game a bit more. So when we get to this level, you have to be super concentrated. It's the only way. Small details make a difference, and hopefully, you know, we've had a team that have been together now for a wee while, obviously adding players every year, but the core is there, that have been through this sort of process now. So can we arrive into the game in full confidence and full belief that the Champions League is where we want to be, and then it's up to us to go and prove that over the two legs we've done enough.
Callum, what were your memories of the journey for the last time you went to Kazakhstan, and how that maybe affected you or affected the team in preparation for the match?
Obviously it was a while ago now, but obviously the amount of time you're on the plane, trying to adapt, time difference as well is difficult, and you obviously have to do that in a short space of time. So I think the thing for the players is we have to just get our mind ready. You know, we go in there, is it ideal? Nope. But you know, you're a professional footballer. You have to do everything you can to be ready for the game, and as a squad. And like I said, that once we arrive there, we have a job to do, and that's on us. So we have to be ready.
Is that a big part of it, the mental side? Because maybe as much as you guys build it up, and as much as we will talk about it as well, that if you don't go into it with those worries and those fears of what it's going to be like and what effects it could have, that could potentially make it worse.
Yeah, I think like you said, sometimes you talk yourself into problems, and that can quite often be the case. But we obviously have to be aware of the different things, and the guys will try and help us as much as they can. Sports science guys, all these people that are at the club, I'll try and help us as much as possible. But I think, like you said, when you're standing in a tunnel and you're ready to go and play the game, now it's on you and it's on the team. And again, the only people who can get us over the line are the players, and that's our responsibility. So everyone else will help us as much as they can. But when we get there, it's on us, and we have to deliver.
How sort of fresh and exciting did you feel the newly revamped league phase was last season, and how much of that is an incentive to get back in there?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually. I think everyone did. Obviously a little bit of change in the competition, and the sort of one-off games made them really competitive, whether you were at home or away. And of course the club want to be here. It's the top table. You know, we want to play against the best teams, the best players. But again, we have to earn the right over the next 2 games that we've done enough to be there, and then when we are, we can enjoy it, and that's where everyone wants to be. And then again, hopefully go and test ourselves as well.
Do you feel, Callum, that the club showed last season that that's where you belong at that level in Europe, in the group phase? Or the league phase, whatever it's called?
Yeah. I think obviously with the coefficient and everything else, we found ourselves in there. We didn't have to play the playoff round, and then when you get there, it's now, can you prove that you're a good team? What we did last season is now in the past. We now have 2 games to get there, and I think if we do get there, then again, the cycle starts again. You have to prove that you're good enough to be in the competition. So I don't think the players take anything for granted. I don't think the club take anything for granted. We have 2 really tough games to get through, and if we do that and we show the right respect and everybody together, we'll prove that we can get over that hurdle. And then once we get to the league phase, then we can start from scratch again on that one.
There were some big nights here last season, maybe Slovan at home, RB Leipzig at home. Is that the kind of level of performance you think you might need tomorrow to get the result over 2 legs that you're looking for?
Yeah. I think we have to be strong in the game, aggressive, take the game to them, use the crowd as much as we can, and hopefully we can produce a dominant performance, and that will set us up for the second leg, yeah.
You're one of the few players who have played in these qualifying matches before. What's your message to the teammates, and how does this pressure of this match change from any other match?
Yeah, well, obviously we know what's at stake, the financial sort of implications that the game has for the club and all these things, but you've probably heard me speak about it quite a lot, that when we arrive in big moments, then hopefully the work that we do every single day prepares us for that moment. So when we cross the line, the team know how to play, the team know how to function, and the pressure moments maybe don't get so much pressure on them. But like you said, I've been involved in this before. It's difficult. You have to manage the game over the 2 legs. But I think the group that's been here, the sort of core part of the group, we've been together for a while now, and we've played in big matches, we've played in Champions League games. So I think the players understand, you know, the level and where we have to be and the concentration to make sure that we get through the game, and obviously that is the message. We have to get there.
And how big is this tie and set up the rest of the season for you? Is that?
Yeah, it's obviously massive. I think when the club make Champions League, everyone gets a bounce off it. The supporters, the players, the manager, everybody. Big financial implications as well. So it does. It really sets you up and has a real sort of feel-good factor. So, you know, there's a lot on the games, but I believe the team are ready, the squad are ready, and now it's up to us to go and prove that.
Hi Callum, reflecting back on last season, did you have a favourite moment among the 10 matches?
I think there was quite a few actually. I think the game here at home against Leipzig was top level performance. They came and impressed us, and everything about our game that night was really, really good level. And that was probably a big statement for a lot of people that we'd maybe turned the corner in these games. So enjoyed that. Obviously enjoyed the 2 playoff games against Bayern Munich as well. Going into their stadium, playing really well, and obviously being unlucky in the end. But I think you enjoy all of these games because they're glamour football, they're glamour ties, and it's a real test for the group. So, like I said, our job over the next 2 games is to get there, and then hopefully we can build on that.
And how have you found this season so far? Obviously, 3 important victories heading into this challenging schedule.
Yeah, well, that's it. You start the season, you want to try and build momentum as quickly as you possibly can. 3 good games, good score lines, minimal goals against as well. So the team are building nicely, and then, like you said, big couple of weeks coming up. And hopefully we can continue that growth and come through that little period strong as well.
Callum, you've mentioned it's quite a tight-knit group. Yourself and KT and various others have experienced Champions League before. What about guys like Benjamin Negren, maybe young Dane Murray and others? How do you help them through with your experience of this level?
Yeah, I think we try and get around them every day, show them the level, show them the experience, how to train, how to prepare properly, and within the system, within the style of play that we've got, we really try and simplify it for the players, that they know exactly what's required of them. They know, when the ball's coming, where the next pass is going to be, defensively where they have to be. So the game model that we've got really sort of simplifies it for the group, and then hopefully our experienced core can help the new guys through it. And like I said, I've been there before as a young player. You rely on the senior players as well, so hopefully now we can be that for them and help them through the tie.
If we manage to make it through, it would be our 4th successive Champions League campaign. I know there is hope that we do add players further into the window, but do you feel this group can get to at least the same level as we got to last year, if not beyond?
Yeah, I think that has to be the belief within the group, within the players, within the club. I know the guys are working really, really hard to try and add quality to the group. And of course, that's what everyone wants. You can't stand still. You have to continue to add quality to what is already a really good core of players and guys that have achieved a lot and experienced a lot. So our job is to get through the tie, and then we'll see where we get to after that.
Callum, what do you think about the Kazakhstan clubs, Kazakhstan football, and against opposite team FC Kairat? What do you think?
Yes, obviously we've had a little bit of experience before playing against Kazakhstan sides. They're always, big, strong boys, physical teams, can run a lot, have nice strength in the team as well, and some good technical players at the top end of the pitch. So we had a look at the games, the recent games that they've played this morning. So we have an idea of how the game will go. But like I was saying there, we have to show big respect to the team. But in the same sentence, we have to go after the game, be aggressive, try and bring our tempo to the game. And hopefully if we do that and we show the right quality, then for us, we want to be successful in the game.